boys and girls, Mrs. Freeland here. Hey, we're going to even write more today. So, yesterday we focused on writing pattern books where we said I see or I can. Today we're going to really take one thing and write a lot of details about it. So, we're going to take an up close look like with a scientist with a magnifying glass that looks at little details of things. And maybe your teacher is going to have you do an exercise where you focus on something and tell lots of details about it. Today, boys and girls, we're going to think of one thing to write about. We're going to think of the size of that item. Is it big or small? We're going to think of the color of it. Maybe it's more than one color. We're going to think about the shape. Maybe it has some different shapes to it. And we're going to think about how it looks, how it feels. That's its texture. So sometimes like things are soft and sometimes things are bumpy, sometimes things are prickly. So we're going to think about how the object feels. So we're going to use all of our senses today. So let's look at this book about shells. And this author did exactly that. Shells by Mr. Thomas. Here we go. Notice how he added some labels to his pictures. The shell is flat. That means it's like not very big. It's really thin, flat. Ooh, this one's round. The shell is round. That's its shape, isn't it, boys and girls? Ooh, this one, the shell is bumpy. That's the texture. Do you see the little bumps on there? Ooh, the shell is smooth. That means it has no bumps. Ooh, the shell is small. See how little it is? What do you think's next? Maybe a big one. There you go. Good job. The shell is big. That is a big shell. Ooh, look at this shell. He has pointy right here. See those points coming up? Spiky, kind of. The shell is pointy. Okay. So, boys and girls, do you see how every page talked about how the shell looked and how it felt, and it described the shell? And this repeating book was not an I can or an I see. It was all about one thing, and every sentence said the shell is. So let's try it with a pine cone. Let's look at a pine cone book. A pine cone is brown. Here's the color, right? Pine cone is brown. A pine cone is long. Look at, that's a long skinny one. A pine cone is big. Here's a big one. Ooh, look at the shape, round. Pine cone is round, like a circle. A pine cone is bumpy. That's its texture. Okay. All right, so boys and girls, you can see that today we're writing a pattern book, and today our pattern is starting out with one thing and then talking a lot about its size, big or small, shape, smooth, bumpy, prickly, pointy, its texture, is it smooth or rough? And maybe you could add in its color, right? Or how its shape, is it round, is it square? So those are some things that you can add into your story today. So be thinking about what you could write about. You could write about a flower, you could write about an animal, you could write about any object, something in your house, something outside, something in the schoolroom, wherever you are. All right, I hope you have a good day today, boys and girls writing. You're going to start off with your object. Remember to use all your tools, sound words out, get as many sounds as you can. and then tell all about that one thing on each page of your story today. Good job, boys and girls. I know you can do it.